Dane Kigerl here, reporting for the Acton Agua Dulce News. Today is November 15th, 2011, and we're going to head inside the Acton Library at the Acton Agua Dulce Friends. The library meeting tonight at 7, and one thing being discussed by Matthew Rose, the librarian, is where the bulk of the money was spent just in the past year, 2011.
For the kids, we had a monthly art activity, more during the summer, to get the kids in here, have their creative thinking and motor skills developed. Another big chunk went to the LA Times. Midway through the year, they increased the cost of the LA Times. We have been, through personal donations, covering the difference between the allocation from the Friends and the cost of the newspaper. Last month, Lillian asked about the Big Read, and I am sending around our Big Read Grant Committee sign-up list because we've been selected as a possible applicant for the Big Read for 2012 through 2013. So I wanted to open up that discussion and have some input from this community or this group. So I'm sending around a list. We're going to start having meetings next month, possibly later this month. So everyone's invited, no secret meetings or anything. We'll have a nice discussion of what that Big Read grant would look like. Presentations and programs at the library. A few of the ideas, they're still not exactly set in stone, but having someone from the military base come over and talk about military technology in a very safe way for the public, but what cool things they're using that they can talk about with us. Also doing a QuickBooks or Quicken versus Excel program for those that do their home banking using those products. People talking about social networking and how to set social networking up. Several different ideas with the library and the chamber working together on that. In January, we're continuing our Communities Read project, and our Communities Read project is a One City, One Book kind of event that's set for the fall, focusing on adults. I talked last month about the candidate school of bringing people in to talk about and encourage civic engagement, how to run for office, how to do fundraising, when to file. That idea has been incorporated into a grant project from California Center for Humanities, and so we will be having some grant funding supporting other programs. I talked 2 months ago about, I started talking about programs that I'm just thinking about but I haven't developed yet, and so I mentioned a few months ago having a local author presence in the library, and I was hoping to have the silver screens tie into some local authors because we do have film history buffs in the community and bringing them out as part of the film program.
One question, is there a possibility of getting a panic button in the Friends room? Only because there's no way, if one of the ladies was having a problem in there, I mean, there's a door between your room and there.
Certainly, definitely.
I think it's safe to say.
Yeah, let me double check on that and
would you? And Shirley, would you like to add anything?
I'm first going to turn in from November 1st to November 16th today, $92.50.
$92.50. From what dates?
From the 1st of November till the 16th, because I sold this yesterday, the last day.
Great. That's really great, you guys. From the book sales and from the bookstore, that opens a lot of doors and
really does
some options for us.
Judy, do you know why this book sale was so much more successful than others?
Book sale, we only did $1 a bag, and this book sale we only did $1 a bag the last day. We advertised again with the bookseller finders, and that brought a lot of new sellers, but a lot of return ones also. The Friends store income from the first year, November 13th through the 2010 to November 16th, 2011, $1,855.50. The books sales total for April and October sales, $2,409.32. The murder mystery, $1,022.
Here is Mr. Sam Smith, and he's going to explain a little bit about the
illuminated manuscript.
Okay.
This is done by the Cornwell Scribe Works. James Cornwell, the husband, does the calligraphy, and Hillary, the wife, does the illuminated drawing. The gold that is on here is 23 karat hand-applied gold leaf. One of the interesting things as an artist that I like about them is that the calligraphy style and illumination style match historically. Most of us wouldn't care, but to me it's just an indication of the integrity that goes into this kind of work.
Tell me a little bit about your quilt.
This is our potluck quilt for 2011. All of the squares were made by people in our church and in the community to a design that they chose. Each were given some of the basic color scraps and kinds of material to use, but ultimately the end result was their choice. And then two ladies of our church put it together, and the women of the church hemmed it. So it's really a community kind of church community conglomerate effort. And it's to be raffled the Sunday before Christmas. It is on display at the bank. We're thinking of possibly having a Saturday when we can put it out for display in front of the market. The second prize is a handmade Afghan, lap robe Afghan, full size, and we just hope that people will buy a ticket. It's $1 for a ticket, or $6 for $5, or 15 tickets for $10.
These are some of the necklaces that I've created, and I have feather earrings that I make as well to match. Some of them are sets, some are individuals.
Okay, now what are the stones?
Each of them are different. This one's black onyx and rainbow moonstone. And this one's turquoise, it's dyed. This is also dyed turquoise with moonstone. These are dyed turquoise, that's red howlite. This is coral, these are coral as well. And I have different turquoise ones as well.
Perfect, how long have you been doing this?
A few months now, I just started actually.
Dane Kigerl here, reporting for the Acton Agua Dulce News. Today's November 19th, 2011. We're going to head inside the Los Angeles Convention Center to check out the LA Auto Show this year.
130 Now, I'm going to just switch over quickly to a production side convertible sedan. So yes, there are 4 doors on this vehicle, and no, unfortunately, I cannot even open one of them. But if you use your imagination, you walk up to the vehicle and notice no door handles. Well, that's because the doors are electric. So we have hidden buttons back here. You would press those buttons, the doors would then move away from the body and open up like so. Now there's no center B pillar, so it creates a very large opening for yourself and your passengers to get in and out. Now it is a 2+2 layout, so we have 4 personal bucket seats inside of the vehicle.
The all-new Lexus Sport now available at your local Lexus dealer.
If you walk around to the back with me, you'll notice the wraparound LED tail lamps as well. Now folks, if you're like me and have trouble packing light, the new GS has you covered with a 25% increase in trunk space.
Does that door close by itself?
You push a button in it.
What's the list of numbers? Search on 212.
Dane Kigerl here, reporting for the Acton Agua Dulce News. Today is November 15th, 2011, and down on Escondido and Corey Road, there's a new recycling center. It's called Genesis Recycling. You can go there and recycle your aluminum, your glass bottles, your cans, etc., and all to be paid.
This is Genesis Recycling. You come recycle your items. We take CRV items only.
Okay. And what does that mean, CRV?
Cash, California cash refund value.
Okay, and do they get some sort of profit after that? Do you give them?
Right. For glass, like beer bottles like this, 10 cents a pound. For plastic bottles, like water bottles, 93 cents a pound. Aluminum cans, $1.70 a pound.
Genesis Recycle Center, located right here on Corey and Escondido, is open 6 days a week from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. weekly. Closed on Sundays.